This is our math class for Thursday, August 20th. So, yesterday we talked about prefixes for measurements. These prefixes you will see on tests, you'll see them on quizzes. So I want to review them, go over them real quickly. So on our prefixes, what is the prefix for 1/10? Think about it. What is the prefix for 1/10? If you thought about it and if you said deci, then you were correct. Great job. If you couldn't come up with an answer, then I suggest maybe making you a matching card of the prefixes. 1/10 on one card and the measurements on one card and the prefix on another card, and match them up. Do whatever you need to do to get these in your head, okay? What is the prefix for 100th? Think about it, think about it. If you said centi, you are absolutely, positively correct. What is the prefix for 1,000? The prefix for 1,000 is milli. What is the prefix for 10? How many years are in a decade? How many years are in a decade? 10. And notice deca at the beginning of decade. So the prefix for 10 is deca. What is the prefix for 100? 100 is just kind of out there on its own thing. I don't even know how to show you how to remember this. You just have to remember. The prefix for 100 is hecto. I can't think of any word that begins with that prefix, hecto. And then what is the prefix for 1,000? Think about it. The prefix for 1,000 is kilo. So again, I would encourage you to make matching cards for your prefixes if you don't know them. You know, like you would put 100 on one card, and then on the other card you would write centi. And then you would put 1/10 on one card, on the other card you would write, why am I not remembering this? 100, yes, 100 would be centi. 1/10 would be deci. And you would just do it all the way down, and you would match up your matching cards to help you learn them. Sometimes we just memorize things easier if we put our hands to it too. So this must be memorized, okay? So in our math today, we are talking about liquid measures. Yesterday we talked about things that measure lines. What kind of measures are there that measure lines? Remember the word? Linear. Linear measures measure lines. And then we talked about our measurement abbreviations. Which one of those abbreviations do not have periods at the end of them? We abbreviate everything. But in our measurement abbreviations, one of our forms of measurement, is it the metric system or the English system that does not have periods after its measurements? It is the metric system. Very good. So, today we are starting to talk about liquid measures. So when we talk about liquid measures, there are some measurements in your math book on page 27. You may pause the video and pull your math book out real quick. Okay, so on page 27, right in the middle of your book, you are going to see some liquid measures. Now, I teach liquid measures, sing-songy. Now, it's not a song that has a cool beat. It's not a song that has cool rhythm or rhyming or anything like that. But let me get this on the board. And this is something that you have to memorize. 2 cups equal 1 pint. 2 pints equal 1 quart. 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. So that is something we must memorize, we must know. If you've been in our school for a few years, you probably already have this memorized. Excuse me, because we start doing this in 1st grade. So you should have it memorized if you've been with us for a minute. But I say it like this: 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. Now I'm going to say it about 3 times, and then I want you saying it with me at home. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. Now start saying it with me. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. Snap your fingers and say it again. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. And you just keep saying it, and it will stick in your mind. And then when you're in class and I say, how many cups are in a pint? You're going to say, oh, 2. And when I say, how many quarts are in a gallon? You're going to be hopping in your seat, 4. You're going to know it. Snap your fingers, make matching cards, do whatever you have to do to learn those measurements because you must know them. All right, so in page 27 and 28, all of the other little facts I'm going to let you read. Some of this we will do together, and then some of it you will do on your own. So, look at section 1, letter A, and it says fill in the blanks. How many pints equal 1 quart? 2, very good. I'm going straight across our paper. Now you'll have to look at the top. Blank liters equal 1 kiloliter. Now think of the word kilo. Remember what the prefix kilo stands for? It stands for 1,000. Okay, and let me tell you this. Liter is the basic unit of measurement for liquids, okay, in the metric system. Alrighty? So, if we want to know how many liters are in a kiloliter, kilo stands for 1,000, right? So it's going to be 1,000 liters are in a kiloliter. Look at letter C. It says how many liters are in a hectoliter. What did the prefix hecto stand for? It stood for 100. So there's 100 liters in a hectoliter, right? 100 on your line. Then letter D says how many milliliters are in 1 liter. What did the prefix milli stand for? Y'all remember? For 1,000. So there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter. Letter E, how many cups are in a pint? 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. So there are 2 cups in that pint. Put a 2 on your line. Letter F, how many fluid ounces are in 1 cup? So we need to look up in our book here. Didn't cover that one. But if you find right in the middle of the box, under English liquid measures, you see 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon. And then you see that there are 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup. So you're going to put an 8 on letter F. Letter I says how many centiliters are in 1 liter? What did centi stand for? 100. So there are 100 centiliters in a liter. Letter I, how many deciliters are in a liter? I'm sorry, that's J, guys. Deci, what did deci stand for? 1/10. So there are 10 deciliters in a liter. Letter K says how many quart are in a gallon? 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, 4 quart in a gallon. So there are 4. Letter L, how many ounces or how many fluid ounces are in 1 pint? Now think about it. Look at letter F. There are 8 fluid ounces in a cup. How many cups are in a pint? 2. So how many fluid ounces are going to be in a pint? 8 and 8. 16. Very good. All right, look at section 2. We're going to write our prefixes. What's our prefix for 10? Deca. Very good. Letter B going straight across. Our prefix for 1/10. Deci. Very good. D-E-C-I. Letter C. Our prefix for centi. 100th. Very good. I'm sorry. I said it backwards, didn't I? 100th. The prefix is centi. Letter D, what is our prefix for 1,000? Milli, very good. Letter E, our prefix for 1,000 is kilo. And letter F, our prefix for 100 is hecto, very good. Look at section 3. We're going to mark A for true and B for false. 2 tablespoons equals 6 teaspoons. Well, it says that 3 teaspoons equal 1 tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons would definitely be 6 teaspoons. So we're going to mark A because that is so true. Letter B. It says 1 liter is greater than a gallon. So look at the top of our box at the very top under facts. And go to fact number 3. No, go to fact number 2. It says 1 liter, the basic unit of capacity in the metric system, is slightly larger than 1 quart. So our question says 1 liter is larger than a gallon. It doesn't say it's larger than a gallon. It says it's just a little bit larger than a quart. So that is not true. So we have to color in letter B for that one. Letter C, it says 100 hectoliters equals 10 deciliters. Is that true? No, that is not true. If you look at our little chart up here, it says that 100, where am I at? 100 hectoliters would equal 1 million milliliters of water. But we're talking about hectoliters to deciliters. But no, 100 hectoliters would equal 1 liter. So that is not true. So that will be colored in the letter B. Letter D, 1 kiloliter is greater than 200 gallons. Look under your facts at the top. Fact number 3 says 1 kiloliter is almost 265 gallons. So 1 kiloliter is greater than 200 gallons. So we're going to color in letter A. Letter E, 8 pint equals 1 gallon. There's 2 cups in a pint, 2 pint in a quart, and 4 quart in a gallon. So 4 times 2 is 8, so that is true. Color in letter A. And letter F, 1 quart equals 30 fluid ounces. That is not true. Color in letter B. All right, on page 28, 1 kiloliter contains how many hectoliters? That would be 10. Take that 1,000 and divide it by the 100, the 1,000 in kilo, the 100 in hecto. Since 10 hectoliters equal 1 kiloliter and 100 deciliters equal 1 kilometer, how many deciliters equal 1 hectoliter? So we take the hectoliter, there's 100 in there, and we divide it by deca, there's 10 in there, and when you divide 100 by 10, you get 10. Letter C, would it take more hectoliters or decaliters to fill the pool? Remember, a hectoliter is going to be 100 and 100 liters, and a decaliter is going to be 10 liters. So it would take more decaliters to fill that pool. Would it take more deciliters or liters to fill the pool? Now, deciliters is going to be each liter divided into 10 pieces, 10 parts. So it definitely would take more deciliters. And then 1 kiloliter contains how many milliliters? So we take our millimeter. Oh, no. Kiloliter contains how many millimeters? It would be 1,000 because kilo stands for 1,000. Is it reasonable to fill the pool by putting 1 millimeter of water in at a time? Milliliter. That's like taking a liter of water and dividing it into 1,000 tiny little pieces. No, that would make no sense at all. All right, so the rest of your page is on page 28. You will complete that. Do your best work on your multiplication, on your division. This is a good time to really be practicing those 2 processes, okay? If you are a remote student, you need to tear out pages 27 and 28, and you need to put them in your remote folder behind Thursday. If you are a hybrid student working at home today, you need to tear out page 27, 28, put it in your red folder to bring back to me.